Lightweight prospect Kenny Cross, appreciate the time, man. What's the grind been like the last couple of weeks?
It's been exciting. It's been a lot of effort, going to the gym and working with my coaches and my teammates. Those are my best friends. Those are my the people that I like to follow and model myself after them. So just going to the gym every day after work and putting in, all the practice that I can get, all the hard work, pushing the pace, getting ready for the biggest fight of my life. So it's surreal. I go into the gym every day with a lot of energy, and I'm just ready to go and give it my all.
All right, well, the last time you fought was in February, and then you did a grappling match in June. But between February and June, what was your training like? Because that's when, like, the pandemic started to get bubbling, I guess, so to say.
Yeah, when the pandemic hit, our gym was closed down, so I just stayed home. I worked flooring every day. So I was an essential worker. I was just giving my body time to relax. I was still doing my 9 to 5, but I'd come home and it was all about Warzone for that 2-3 months. I was chilling.
How what level did you get to? I don't know really too much about Warzone, but I know.
I don't know that much either. I just shoot people in the face and scream. I don't know.
All right. 13 fights so far. There's a lot of ups and downs, throughout a career, even with only 13 fights. What are some of the key changes you've made throughout the years to elevate you to this point?
The first key change would be moving out here to Detroit and training at Michigan Top Team with, my coaches and everyone. That was crucial. I have the people around me now, but I think from all my losses, I just adapt well. I learn, and then I get around the obstacle, and I grow so much, from every fight, win or loss. But I just continue to keep my mind like a sponge and soak up everything I can. And I'm more dedicated now. I'm more committed, and the opportunity is right there in front of me, and it's time to grab it. So I'm thankful that I could wrap my mind around, bigger dreams and things that scared me, and not crumbling from the pressure, and continuing to just keep pushing forward and finding the right people to put in my camp and stand behind and keep close.
Michigan Top Team, that's your home. Is that where you do all of your training, or do you have other places you frequent?
98% of my training is at Michigan Top Team. I just started going to Assembly Jiu-Jitsu underneath Garmo. Every Wednesday I go there and I train, so I get 2 days in. But yeah, I'm looking to definitely get more training in other places. I'm definitely looking to get those cross training looks in different bodies, and just feel out the world. I want to feel out the best athletes all over. After this fight, I can finally quit my 9 to 5 and really pursue this dream and really get after it. So I'm excited to see what's to come, but I don't know what's to come yet. I'm optimistic, to say the least.
Yeah. Definitely, man. You got to keep that optimistic mindset. Now, with your training camp, how do you structure it? Do you structure it, or do you have your coaches do it?
I do everything myself, really. It's helped me thus far. You got to wake yourself up, and you have to go get after it. It's easy to have someone tell you what to do and put you where you need to be. And I like that. But the fact that I'm training my mind and my body right now to push itself, going off my own thoughts and my own instincts, I think it's going to benefit me down the road. And yeah, training's been well. I've been doing everything right to a T, listening to my coaches. I listen to what they say, and I do it, and I listen to myself. And
who are the group of coaches that you have at Michigan Top Team?
I have Darren Cruikshank, former UFC fighter, Jason Fisher, Bellator fighter, soon to be UFC fighter, and then I have Kara Rowe, famous boxing coach from Canada. With our borders being closed down, it's been a little more of a task to get with her. But I'm actually going to Vegas Thursday with Darren, and we're going to stay at Cody Staman's house, and she's actually out there right now. So finally going to get some more work in with my boxing coach. But yeah, I just got Darren and Fisher right now.
How pivotal has it been to have Darren Cruikshank, man? The guy has fought all over the world at the highest level, Ryzen, UFC, day in and day out. Like, is it being a sponge, like you said earlier?
It's a secret weapon. It's not only do we have a good facility and a lot of guys my weight or heavier that I can train with, but I have one of the best strikers that can throw from either side. He can mimic whoever I want, and I get to continually test myself against him. And I get to see my flaws. I get to see what I'm doing wrong. I get to see what I'm doing right, what I've incorporated over the years. And yeah, dude, it's a calming factor. When I go into war, I know that whatever this guy's going to throw, I've already seen it at practice.
Yeah, he's a chameleon, man, on the feet, man. He's amazing to watch, man. Because I've seen him, in Ryzen a few times. It's just amazing, like the knockouts, like the angles that he comes at with the knockouts, like it's crazy.
Front flips. I mean, he does it all, and I'm molding myself after him. It's a huge thing. I've always found the best wrestler, like Gage Peterson from my hometown, and molded myself after his style. Now I move out to this gym, and I get to work with Cruikshank, and I get to mold myself because I like the way he fights. I like the excitement and the athleticism that he creates. I like to mold myself after people that I can relate with and kind of stylistically match up with them. So it's an honor, man, and it's a super secret weapon that I have on my side.
5-fight winning streak. What has clicked for you during this, run?
Man, I feel like everything's been clicking from day one. When I should be on a 13-win streak. All my losses could have easily been avoided, but I grew from them, and I got to go back to the drawing board, so to speak. But I'm learning more techniques day in, day out. I think spiritually, like mentally and physically, I'm really coming together as one, and I'm ready for these top caliber athletes. Like I've been climbing, I've been working, and I've done my due diligence. So it's time for me to show the world what I can do and show them how easily this all comes together for me in my mind, and I get to display it now in the canvas.
Kevin Syler, he's the opponent in the main event of the first week of 2020 Contender Series. When you break him down, what type of fighter do you see?
I think he's an all-over well-rounded fighter. And when I say that, that's not a good thing. I feel like when you're an all-around, all-right fighter, when you're a well-rounded fighter, you're not great at anything. Like if I saw greatness in any of his areas of combat, I would tell you, and I don't see anything that he has over me. I think he's got good cardio. That's what I would say is his best, but I don't even know him like that. I haven't seen who he's fought. I haven't seen a whole bunch of his fights, but he's been at 45. So he's got a big ass task on his hand with me, and I think that I'm superior in all areas. I think everywhere I beat him.
Do you think size is going to be a factor in this fight?
I'd like to think that, but I tried to think that 2 fights ago against Jonas Flock, and come to find out I'm a little bit taller, but we're the same size, so I'm not going to put all my eggs in that basket, but I know I have 1 inch reach on him, and I know I have like maybe 2, 3, 4 inches of height, and he fought at 45 his whole life, and I feel like I am Thor at 155, so I would like to think that. But I'm going to act like he's a big-ass opponent, and I'm going to have to fight my ass off to beat him.
Did you watch his first appearance on the Contender Series?
I watched it live, and I actually forgot. I thought it was someone else because when I went back and watched it after my UFC interviews, when we went down to Vegas, I should have watched that again before they interviewed me because I would have had a lot more to say. I watched that fight, and there were so many times that I would have finished that little 145er. There were so many times that if I was the other guy, I would have finished Syler. I thought, like, back and forth. I thought the kid he was fighting was 5-0, but when you're 5-0, you don't know a whole lot. I've been there. I was 3-0, and I felt like I was on top of the world. I didn't know shit, and you don't really know until you challenge yourself, until you go up and you're not afraid to lose. I feel like this guy's padded his record, and we'll see if he changes my mind, August 4th. But I don't think he's been around the kind of athletes and fought the kind of people that I have. So, yeah, I'm excited.
So what type of performance do you see yourself having to snatch up this UFC contract?
It's going to be one for the books, man. It's going to be the best fight that Contender Series has ever seen. And I've seen some great fights, but I have yet to really unravel what I can do and show people, because people fall down too easily when I fight them. They give up, or they try to just wrestle me the whole time, or whatever it is. I haven't been able to show off all that Darren Cruikshank striking skills that I picked up. I want to run off the wall. You know, I want to hit him with a tornado kick. I want to throw wheel kicks and follow up with left hands and, you know, sprawl and brawl. So I feel like Dana White, that especially, will be off his seat, you know, doing one of these things that he's famous for. So, I mean, Uncle Dana, get ready, but it's going to be one for the books, bro. First round, within 3 minutes, I take him out. Finished.
Damn, we might even see a Rolling Thunder. I don't even know. You're naming off so many kicks out there.
I'm excited, bro. I got a lot to unbaggage. You know, I got to show the world what I'm made of and what I've been training for the last 3-4 years. So it's a big fight, man, and I couldn't be more prepared, more ready.
All right, one last thing before I let you go. There's many different types of competitors in this sport. Would you consider yourself a martial artist or a prize fighter at this point in your career?
Right now, I'd just be a martial artist because I haven't made that prize money yet. You know, like I want to go out there and I want to fight the best and make the biggest checks, take the least amount of damage, and continue to go forward. But I feel like to get to that level of stardom, you have to consider yourself a mixed martial artist and, you know, put one foot in front of the other and continue like grind till everyone knows that you can wrestle, do jujitsu, and knock people out. Until everyone knows that, you can't claim that you're a prize fighter, I don't think.
All right, man. August 4th, Contender Series main event, Las Vegas. Kenny Cross, appreciate the time. Good luck on getting that contract, and hopefully next time we speak, man, you're making your UFC debut.
Yeah, man. I look forward to that day as well, and I appreciate you having me on here, man. And for everyone that follows you, I mean, this is cool to kind of branch out. So I thank you, man. I'm humbled.